Welcome to the People Leaders Podcast, the audio resource for managers and business leaders creating high-performing teams. Join leadership and team development experts Jan and Michelle Turkelson each week as they explore both subjects from every angle. Through practical tips, valuable insights, and compelling interviews with leadership experts around the world, you'll learn how to bring out the best in your staff and how to give your best as a leader.
Hello, Michelle.
Morning, Jan. How are we?
Excellent.
So today we're going to talk about mindfulness practices in the workplace. We've had a lot of feedback from people saying that they would like some more tools around this thing called mindfulness and how can I bring that into the workplace.
Yeah, as a leader, that's what we are after. We're after tools and strategies and interventions so we can become more effective, and we can also pass them on to the members of our team.
So we've got our top 5 list, haven't we? Mindfulness in the workplace, I would say really important because the workplace can be one of the most stressful places for people in their lives.
Oh, absolutely, because you're getting judged and you're getting pressured, time constraints, large agendas, and for many of us, a third of our life is spent at work or in that mental modality of, what's next.
I know, and it's almost like a lot of people are operating in that low level, fight or flight mode. And this just takes up a lot of neural energy, basically, to manage that. And so, if we have a look at some of the practices and some of the benefits of mindfulness can give to people, it can alleviate pain. There's quicker recovery time. If you have been injured, for example, it helps with anxiety.
And also sleep. And sleep is such a important factor for well-being, cognitive function, positivity, and just being able to be at your best.
Yeah. And one of the things I like about it is that mindfulness really gives you an opportunity for an emotional rest or a reset. You can reset in every minute if you want to.
Yeah, and science is validating all the benefits of mindfulness practice all the time.
So if we had a definition, Jan, what would you say would be a good definition?
I think it's about focus. So it's paying focused attention without judgment to the present moment experience. And on a couple of our podcasts before, we talked about the importance of not judging where we are, and also the importance of being present to where you are. Because if you're not present to where you are, meaning you're thinking about past events or future focus all the time, it means you can't actually get those signals and those aha moments for where you are right now. You're kind of missing
and what you need
action.
To do. That's right. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so let's jump into our top 5. So number 1 and we do this, we love this, is that first thing in the morning, and this takes a little bit of practice, so first thing in the morning, take a few minutes just to notice how you feel. So instead of just jumping out of bed and getting on with your day, just take a couple of minutes to breathe slowly, have a think about, so how am I feeling in this bed, and consciously breathe a couple of times and set an intention for the day. So what is the intention for the day? Could be, today I really intend to have a great day, to feel good, to say something positive to someone, anything, just set an intention.
Yeah, start as you wish to continue. And it's really paving the way for your energy. And it's giving yourself just a couple of minutes to go, okay, today I want to feel positive. I want to feel relaxed. I want to feel powerful.
That's right. And I want to practice mindfulness. Maybe that's your first intention for the week. Every day you wake up for the week, it's to practice mindfulness.
And just on that, there was something that we listened to the other day, Michelle, and remember it was about the I am, that statement of I am. So anything that follows the I am statement, the body and the mind will do that. And so it's very powerful. So the I am statement. So I am feeling
energized, as opposed to I am feeling really tired or I am feeling really under the pump, which goes to, I suppose, the second strategy. So the first strategy is take a few minutes to notice how you're feeling, and
set the intention.
And I suppose the second one could be leading to, so just notice what are the sort of words that are coming from you and what is the body language. So the way that you hold your body has a real impact on either closing your attention down or opening it up. It has a physiological impact on you. So just notice how you're holding your body.
Yeah. So we've done this in workshops, Michelle, where it's really challenging to look up in an open, expansive body stance and feel depressed, where it's easy to feel depressed when you look down, closed shoulders, hunched over, because there is this mind-body connection. So be immaculate with your words and pay close attention to your body language. So open up your chest, draw your shoulders back and down, engage your core, draw the belly to the spine slightly, and feel grounded. The left side of the body and the right side of the body, feel that weighted evenness.
That's good. And I really can't underestimate how powerful your breathing is in all of that. So that's number 2. Number 3, Jan.
Practice really listening to others. Shift your energy to the other person. In the workshop yesterday that we were holding, we were just talking about the skill of listening, and what we have encouraged people to do is that when you are listening to someone, a lot of us sometimes are thinking about, what am I going to say next? What's a really good question? Oh, yeah, I've got an answer to that. Because we want to feel like we know what we're talking about. But I want you to think about, are there a couple of conversations that you can have this week where you are just going to repeat exactly what that person is saying to you mentally inside your head. So therefore the mind cannot wander. It actually has to stay present. And it is amazing, Michelle, how much you actually gain from that person. Like you really start to pick up on those nuances, the actual words that they're saying.
And energetically, I think people really feel it when you're listening.
Yeah, they feel nourished and they feel heard and listened to. Because how some people, I keep on saying the same thing and they're just not, getting me.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're not being present to what they need as well.
Okay, so that's number 3, practice really listening. So number 4, I really like this one. This is a simple act of kindness to others. So this is about taking the focus off you. So are there opportunities in your day where you can do something very simple but kind to another person, whether it's making them a cup of tea without them asking, or whether it's holding the door open, just anything like that.
Or complimenting someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it has to be authentic, obviously.
Authentic, holding the lift open, whatever it is, but noticing and looking for those simple acts of kindness can be another way to shift your attention away from you and your to-do list outside and get the focus off you onto another person. Can be a reset for you.
And the power of that is it actually reminds the body that you are generous, abundant, you have more than enough. Because when you have more than enough, then you can
give to others. Yeah. And so that's number 4. Now, number 5, and at the end of the day, take some time for reflection. So we know we started with our first one at the beginning of the day, and it is a great tool, self-reflection. Now, do this and just notice. So did I practice mindfulness today? Yes or no, or I did, and I'm just doing a little bit of a recap on my day. The challenge is to do it without judging yourself. That is it. So just an opportunity for self-reflection without moving on to the next thing. And self-reflection could be, so what did I learn today about mindfulness? It could be as simple as that.
And also with this practice of self-reflection, remember a couple of weeks ago, Michelle, we had a guest speaker presenting to a leadership group, and he talked about, a famous psychologist who said basically the difference between, human beings and animals is that they can think about what they're thinking
about. Yeah.
And this is This is the power of our imagination and our cognitive capacity, that we can think about the way that we think, and the way that we think sets up the way that we feel, the way that we act, how we behave, our relationships, the quality of our life. It really does impact so many things.
Yeah, our emotions, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's worth a couple of minutes at the end of the day.
So let's just quickly recap. If we have our top 5 mindfulness practices, first thing in the morning, take a few minutes to notice how you're feeling. Number 2 that we talked about was pay close attention to your body language and the words that you use throughout the day. Number 3, Jen?
Practice really listening to others.
Number 4, simple act of kindness to another. And number 5, at the end of the day, find some time for self-reflection without judgment.
Yeah, and I really want to I invite you to set an intention to maybe just practice one of these things and just see how you go, because things will change. Bye, Jan.
You've been listening to the People Leaders Podcast with Michelle and Jan Turkelson. For show notes and other free resources, please visit us at peopleleaderspodcast.com. Do you know someone else who could benefit from cutting-edge leadership and management techniques? Please take a moment to share this and other episodes via your podcast app, email, or social media channels. Each share helps us fulfill our goals of reducing workplace stress and increasing job satisfaction for leaders, managers, and their teams worldwide. The People Leaders Podcast is brought to you by the Experts On Air Podcast Network.